21st of February 2024. Hello everybody, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, dudes, dudettes. My name is Sergey Baklikov. This is Baklikov Live. Today from the city of Nizhny Novgorod. It's funny to say that recently many comments on my channel from the foreigners, foreigners for Russia, demonstrated that according to kind of decent parts of foreigners, now I'm in the place where here in Russia had to be a garbage dumpster. Yes, recently, if you remember, I had a super hits breakthrough with my live stream from Moscow and then from St. Petersburg. That live stream in Moscow got already over 1,200,000 views. And you know what? There was so many comments, so many people, and the people who said that, oh yes, Moscow and St. Petersburg, that's the only decent places in Russia. A drive 50, 100 kilometers from Moscow and you will see a total crap. So right now I am in 400 kilometers east from Moscow in the city of Nizhny Novgorod. The local time 5:03, and I'm beginning my live stream here in Nizhny Novgorod. This is another city where Tucker Carlson would get another cultural shock. Let me remind you that recently Tucker Carlson was coming to Russia. He was coming to Russia for the interview with the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, and he spent 8 days here. Unfortunately, all 8 days he spent in Moscow, but he really enjoyed that because that's where he got a cultural shock. And so on Saturday, we were in Moscow, where Tucker Carlson got a cultural shock. Then I was taking you to St. Petersburg, where if Tucker Carlson would go, he would get another cultural shock. But now we are in Nizhny Novgorod, where also Tucker would get a cultural shock if he was just come here. So right now I am on the square. This is Maxim Gorky Square. You know, since 1932, Nizhny Novgorod was renamed to Gorky, literally named after Maxim Gorky, one of the most significant writers in the Soviet Union. Actually, the founder, the creator of such a genre in literature as social realism. However, Maxim Gorky, who was born here, he actually was really shy. He was really hesitant that the whole city named after him, and he actually hated that. Nizhny Novgorod is the city with a big history. 3 years ago here celebrated 800 years to Nizhny Novgorod. It was founded in 1221 by the Prince of Vladimir. I mean the city of Vladimir, which is in 200 kilometers west from here. Yuri Vsevolodovich. He was also from the dynasty of Ruriks, the original dynasty of the Russian rulers. In 862, Rurik came to the banks of Volga River and founded Russia. And another Novgorod, which is now called Veliki Novgorod, Novgorod the Great, was the, in fact, first capital of Russia. Well, yeah, technically the first capital was in old Lariga, but in old Lariga he was only for 2 years, and then he came to Novgorod, and that was already for many years really the first capital of Russia. I was taking you there about 10 days ago. Yeah, that was on Sunday, but not this Sunday, but Sunday before Sunday. It's like a week and 3 days ago, considering today it's Wednesday. Hello, Steven Mucha, Stacy O'Shields, Eve Amberts, Chris, Swelling Sausage, Ryan Mering, Carlos, Artyom Prudnikov, Marsha. I say hello to everybody. People are joining, already 245 people online, even though it's a little bit early for the majority of my audience. But I decided to start earlier because, well, I know that you guys enjoying this when you can see Russia in a daylight. So we now have like maybe about another 20 minutes before it will get dark. Anyway, now it's already getting dark, really later, way later. Now here goes an active stage of the increase of the day length. By the way, look, here are the cars. Yeah, it's funny, but to my live stream in Moscow, many people were asking me, where are the cars? I mean, so ridiculous asking about where are the cars in Moscow. There is lots of cars, but of course there's no cars in the Red Square of Moscow. There are no cars in Zaryadye Park, no cars on the Nikolskaya, Kuznetsky Most, Kamergersky Lane, pedestrian streets, Arbat streets, and the alley of Tverskoy Boulevards, Tverskoy and Nikitsky Boulevards. This is the House of Connection. Yes, the neoclassical Stalinist Soviet building, the House of Connection. Now here is the office of Russian telecommunication company, the largest telecommunication company in Russia. The Stalinist neoclassical architecture. And we now gotta go all the way down the street, which is called Bolshaya Pokrovskaya, Grand Pokrovskaya streets. There's McDonald's and Burger King. Yes, Большая Покровская. That's mostly pedestrian streets. Actually, we are already on Bolshaya Pokrovskaya, but it's not yet its pedestrian part. By the way, how do you like my sound today? Because I purchased another microphone with a windshield. The thing is, the microphone that I used on Sunday, I never loved that because in fact it is like having a very big ambience reduction, if I can say so. And I don't like it. I want you to hear not only my voice clear, but also like the ambient sounds. Hello, Daniel Klin, Genberg, Solo 19, Natalia Khrameeva, and Vladimir Khrameev. Hello, guys. Keep joining. We are now in the place where, according to a decent parts of my recent foreign commenters, here had to be a trash dumpster. Look, I mean, well, I understand people don't know all those small towns I went to, already more than 110 towns of Russia. But how come, besides Moscow and St. Petersburg, people at least don't know, well, at least Sochi, where was the Winter Olympic Games 2014, just 10 years ago, where there was the World Cup 2018, Football World Cup. How come they don't know Vladivostok? How come they don't know Kazan, which is calling itself the third capital of Russia and which is older than Moscow, founded in 1005th year at least? How come? How come? Well, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Kazan, Sochi, Vladivostok as the easternmost city of Russia. How come? Gosh. And it's interesting that many people told me to go somewhere outside of Moscow without bothering to check out my channel. Thus I went in 110 towns so far, and it's all the time counting me going outside of Moscow and St. Petersburg. So far, all the way from the very northwest of Russia to the Siberia so far. Yes, I wasn't much yet in the eastern parts of Russia, but well, I explored Siberia already. Novosibirsk, Surgut, Omsk. It's counting all the time. The movie theater called October. Also now here is the club called Burlesque. You see? Also, people loves asking me, where are the people? Well, they were asking me where are the people when I was in Moscow, and the time was already 10, 11 o'clock. You see? Now it's 5:15, and here is a lot of people, because that's the time when people like going back home from the universities, from their jobs and stuff like that, or it's just like really nice time for just walking, not in a twilight and in a darkness, but you see, people are just walking, enjoying their time in the pedestrian streets where everything is made for pedestrians. Well, that car, it's the exception. Those are actually the guys who are coming to different organizations and picking up the money. Yeah, those guys, armored guys with the guns, you know, they are coming and they are taking the money from different organizations, like maybe like Rostix, a former KFC. Yes, now all KFCs in Russia renamed to Rostix, and it's funny because back in the days all KFCs used to be Rostix, and now it's vice versa. You see, it's a backward process now goes, and this is funny. This is funny. So, Nizhny Novgorod, founded in 1221. This year will celebrate already 803 years. And this is one of the largest cities of Russia. In fact, 6, if we are talking about the population. Number 1, Moscow. St. Petersburg, number 2. Number 3, Novosibirsk. Number 4, Yekaterinburg. Number 5, Kazan. Number 6, Nizhny Novgorod. The population here is 1,237,000 residents. What makes it not only one of the largest cities in Russia, but in the European continent. Художественные промыслы. This is art gallery. Hello.
Hello.
Again, friendly people of Nizhny Novgorod, same as we were meeting friendly people in Moscow and St. Petersburg. By the way, let me know how you love my new sounds with the new microphone. I hope this microphone is much better than the microphone I had last time. The light turned on. There is playground for kids. So this is really old town, and that's why That's why now on this historic street we have so many buildings with an architecture of 19th century, imperial architecture or classical architecture. This is the puppet house, along with the architecture of 1950s, like Stalinist architecture, neoclassicism. Look, I need to tell you that yet since the Russian Empire days, it was a very important economical, industrial, trading and cultural center, because Nizhny Novgorod is located on the confluence of one of the most important rivers, Volga River and Oka River. And yet, back in 19th century, starting from 1817, if I'm not mistaken, well, something like that, here was the largest fair in Russian Empire. And in 1930s, when the Soviet industrialization develops everything everywhere in terms of the production, Nizhny Novgorod here was created, built a lot of really significant enterprises. And during the years of World War II, Nizhny Novgorod was one of the biggest suppliers of military stuff for the needs of Russian army, Soviet army, Red Army. This is the children's movie theater, Orlenok, what means little eagle. And that's why Nizhny Novgorod, in fact, was one of the most bombed, actually the most bombed city here in Volga region. We're, by the way, in the central Russia. But if talk about the federal districts, it's called Volga Federal District, because we are in the middle Volga region. Yes, the city literally founded on the bank of Volga River and Oka River. Very significant city, and one of the most known all over the world enterprises here. It's gas, Gorky car factory. Yes, those Volga cars, which back in the Soviet times was like kind of premium car, the car for the party elite, and like kind of upper class. It was produced here. However, Volgas also were in taxis. Hello, BJ Bumblebee. And here goes already the Stalinist architecture. Also, you know, many people are in the comments to my Moscow video were saying that, well, there in Russian towns a lot of Soviet buildings. Yeah, but you know, many Soviet buildings, especially if we're talking about the Stalinist buildings, they are still absolutely great and still have a huge value on the market. Well, of course, I'm not talking about the Khrushchev 5-storied residential buildings. Well, here I've got the message that you can hear me only in one dynamic. Is it really so? I don't know. Here it says stereo. Anyway, let's keep walking. Absolutely amazing Nizhny Novgorod. Hello everybody who continue joining. Now the early live chat access is on, but later the live chat will be available to everybody. It's a little option for the members of my channel. %100 of the revenue from memberships goes exceptionally for the road trips, and that's how I made it to already over 110 cities and towns of Russia and counting all the time. This is the local state bank. Stacy O'Shields, hello. Junior Skinner, hello. Yes, Nizhny Novgorod is one of my most favorite cities of Russia. I love it even a little bit more than Kazan. Hello, Connie C. Unbelievable. Nizhny Novgorod. Nizhny means lower. Yeah, because in fact, we have two Novgorods. Veliki Novgorod, that I used to show you 10 days ago. The very first capital of Russia. And this is Nizhny Novgorod, lower Novgorod. It's really like lower. So in fact, like more south, more southeast. So if you will look on the map, yes, it will be literally lower than Novgorod the Great. Amazing, quintessential and variety of great historic architecture. Enjoy this. Gosh, I'm telling you that this is another city where if Tucker Carlson would come, he would get a cultural shock. Gosh. And we are now going to Kremlin that was founded in 1500. In fact, the construction finished in 1515, so it's more than 500 years old. Kremlin. Yes, let me remind you, Kremlins are not only in Moscow. Lots of Kremlins. Yeah, volume is low. Sorry. Today I've got a new microphone and I'm still trying to figure out how it works. Hello, good fella. Whoa. Gosh. Check your microphone. Yeah. Sorry. Now I increase the volume. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. I hope this microphone turns to be well. The other microphone which I recently purchased, I never loved that. It was cutting the ambient sounds. For me, it's important to you also to hear the ambient sounds. Completely clean Nizhny Novgorod. All the snow cleared and removed. People are totally enjoying their time, and it's not even the weekend yet. Ho ho, ho ho, gosh, man. Gosh. Okay, I think that I finally figured out how to get the microphone on both channels. I just got it into mono. Because this radio system that recently I've got, it's a 2-channel system. So hello everybody. We continue enjoying Nizhny Novgorod, 400 kilometers east from Moscow. Sounds better, sounds good. Steve Elbridge. Yes, I know. Seems like figured out how to make it on both channels. And this is the district court. The district court got a really nice building. Classicism. Look at all those columns. Hello, Mr. Boston. Hello, Dameview, Vittoria Tadeo, Rupert. I love Nizhny Novgorod, it's one of my favorite cities in Russia. Oh hi, yes, same here. I enjoy this big time, and I believe you also enjoy this because look, in fact, if you don't enjoy this, then there must be something wrong with you. And I wonder what's wrong with you if you don't like it. Hi, man. Hello, Katyusha. Yes, gorgeous architecture. Gorgeous. You guys look at this. I'm telling you, Tucker would get a cultural shock here as well if he would come here. Man. By the way, I now just met the subscriber. He told me, hello, Sergey, and I don't know him, but he knows me. That means he is my subscriber. Because you remember, my channel is the best live streaming channel in Russia. Absolutely the best. Hello, Zelenograd, the best. Мой канал — это лучший англоязычный канал о России. Everybody have to remember that. My channel is the best live streaming channel. Jason Rosenberg, damn, this city is double population of Philadelphia. Already 1,100 people online. No wonder. The beauty of Nizhny Novgorod attract the people. This is Russia. Это Россия. Hi, bro. You see everywhere really friendly youth. And what's interesting that as smaller the town, as more people pay attention to the guy with the camera, you know, like in Moscow and St. Petersburg, nobody cares. There's a lot of clowns like me walking with the Steadicam and the iPhone. This is, by the way, iPhone 13. Yes, I still use iPhone 13 that I purchased exactly 2 years ago, like in April 2022, and it's still doing great. So I'm not hurry up to purchase the 15s. Why? I mean, this one is great, and this is the drama theater. Well, in terms of the culture, of course, Nizhny Novgorod is all set. Here is the Academic Drama Theater. Here is the Philharmonic Hall. Here is everything. Circus. Here is the railway terminal. Here is international airports. And by the way, this is how I came here. Today I was flying for about 1 hour and 30 minutes from St. Petersburg. Smart Avia Airlines. This is like a Russian low coster. Okay, many people here in Russia used to complain about the low costers, but now not that much, because finally people realized what is the low coster. Because when the low coster concept started working here like about 10 years ago, people were bitching about it because, well, it's low coster, but they treated it as a normal company, and that's why they were bitching that, for example, you need to pay for everything. You need to pay for the choose of the seats. I mean, you need to purchase for even sometimes a carry-on. Hello, Silvana Hori. Hello, Natalia Abramova. Hello, Mr. Boston. So I came here with the low coster, and I had only carry-on in my hands. Only carry-on, so I never paid, and I wasn't mind the automatic selection. The automatic selection of the seat for me, because to fly 1 hour 30 minutes, not a big deal. Все сбудется. Everything will come true. I mean, everything will be as you planned. Everything will come. You guys continue joining. In fact, I just begun. From Maxim Gorky Square, walking all the way down Bolshaya Pokrovskaya streets. This is the pedestrian streets of Nizhny Novgorod, going in direction of Kremlin. Hello, Jorge Reyes, Maria Sidorova. Everybody enjoy. This is monkey, funny monkey, there on the second floor. Китайская забегаловка, Chinese restaurant. By the way, enormous amounts of different restaurants here. Enormous. This street is actually all about the restaurants, banks, some shops, souvenir shops. It's all about that. 1,400 people online. Continue joining. We're now going to 500 years old Kremlin. Dudes. And what's even more important, we are going to probably the most picturesque panorama of Nizhny Novgorod, the confluence of Kremlin. It's located on the so-called upper embankments of Volga River, upper embankments. Gosh. Giorgiano, pasta and khachapuri. It seems like a mix of Georgian cuisine and Italian cuisine. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, after Kremlin, we will go to the largest stairway in Russia, Chkalov stairway. The stairway named after Valery Chkalov, who made in 1937 the first non-stop flight from Moscow through the North Pole to United States. He came to Vancouver, but Vancouver, Washington State, not Canada. Vancouver, Washington State of the United States. Okay. So this is already the Dmitry Tower of Kremlin. But you know, before going to Kremlin today, I decided yet to take you to a couple more streets. Couple more streets. It will be like maybe 15 more minutes. But why not? Why not? Hello, Foggy Mountain Studios. Yeah, but Kremlin is waiting for you, so stay tuned and continue joining. We gotta go to Kremlin. This is a very significant Kremlin for the history of Russia. In 1612, when Polish and Lithuanians occupied the Moscow Kremlin, in 1612, two guys, Kuzma Minin and Dmitry Pozharsky, united all the people together, and they moved to Moscow and liberated Moscow out of Polish and Lithuanian occupation. That's why now there, next to Kremlin, in between of Kremlin and St. Basil's Cathedral, right on the Red Square, there is the monument to Minin and Pozharsky. And that's why here in Russia we have the nationwide holiday on the 4th of November called Unity Day. That's to commemorate the time when Russian people all united together in order to kick off the occupants. Okay, so I decided to take a walk through some other streets. So one of the reasons is just like to show you more, and another reason is that like for like people then not to tell me that I only taken you through like pedestrian streets. Okay, so this is like more regular streets. Hello, Mitrofan, Mitrofanov, Peter Duvin. Some of very contemporary architecture. Hello, thunderstorm. Tatiana Shokareva, hello. Hi, Lady M. Yes, this is a beautiful city. Hi, Kimo C. Hello, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Everybody continue joining. My completely awesome channel keep bringing you amazing stuff. Hello, Johnny Brick. Hi to Kentucky. Open bar. Akbar's Bunk. This is business center, by the way. Corner place. Corner place. Hi, peace and mercy for all. Kitty Bell 18. Кухня, восточная кухня, Eastern cuisine. Interesting. CJPWI. Yes, it's interesting, man. Man, this is Russia. The Russia that I figured out so many people don't know yet. I mean, when recently really like hundreds of people, foreigners, told me that here in Russia is nothing decent except Moscow and St. Petersburg. So that's when you understand that, well, so many people in fact have zero knowledge, zero of real knowledge about Russia. Mostly just a selection of cliches, like a ridiculous or at least already outdated stereotypes that maybe yet had place to be back in 1990s, but not now. Not now. A1, Tucker should have interviewed you. Yes, yes, he had to interview me. And I think that sooner or later it will happen, because my channel is the best English language live streaming channel in Russia, the best. You will not find a better channel than mine, with such a great coverage that I got. Over 110 cities and towns already. Gosh. The place called Moloko, Foods and Culture. You see, food and culture. By the way, today we will go to the whole street. Hello. The whole street, which is a bar street. The street called Rождественская. Rождественская, Nativity Street. It's on the lower embankment of Volga River. Hello, John Drummer, you are the best. Yes, I'm absolutely the best. Absolutely. That's why everybody needs to subscribe my channel now, because you will not find a better channel about Russia in English language. You will not find anyone who covers as much of Russia as I did. Not even close. Not even close. You need to speak English better. No, that's bull crap, because, you know, I have thousands of people watching me, and you are almost the only one who are telling something about my English. Okay? So that's mean most people understand me well. Maybe my English is not perfect, but I know it's good. And that's enough for me. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not trying to sound like a native speaker. I'm not. And I do not plan to immigrate from Russia. So for me, it's okay if people will immediately realize English is not my native language. Not a big deal. I mean, yes, I'm Russian, and I do not hide that. Okay? So it makes no sense for me to stage the British or American accent. In fact, in St. Petersburg, where I live, there is oh, you were asking about graffiti. Well, this is more like tags. Here it is, but that's disgusting. Fortunately, in Russia, you can't meet it that often. Okay, so here, well, there in St. Petersburg, a lot of English schools where they have the lessons for British and English accent. And I could go there if I want. It's already long ago, but I don't care. I mean, come on, yes, I am Russian. It makes no sense for me to hide that. I'm proud of that. Татьяна, да, я великолепен. Your English is fine. I have worked with Russians here in the US that didn't speak English as well as you do. Well, you see that? You see that? Desserts, coffee. Hey Divan, you speak better English than a lot of English people I know. I hear you just fine. Well, you see, people understand me. In 2016, I was I was in the United States, and everywhere people used to understand me. Hello, the Benjamins. Hello, Fred L. Richard Veras. Let's go to that darker streets. I want to show like more streets here in the center. Before we will go to Kremlin. How about chemtrails in Russia? I never saw the chemtrails here. Not sure what you're talking about. Hello, Donna. Yes, my English is great. It's only one guy said that I need to speak it better. The only bad thing in Russia is the weather. Absolutely just freezing for me. Well, today it's only minus 6 degrees Celsius. Pretty good. Not so bad. And the summers are pretty mild. Sometimes even super hot. Hello, Akash Roy, the Benjamins. The bar, cafe. Okay, Hartut. Captain Caveman, too cold for me. Well, if minus 6 too cold for you, then I don't know. Are you a greenhouse plant? Well, in fact, it's all about the habits. I all of my life live in Russia, and I'm not living in the southern Russia, like in Sochi or Rostov-on-Don. So I got used to the cold. Especially it's good that for the last 6 years I live in St. Petersburg. And in St. Petersburg, let's say my hometown of Ufa, the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan of Russia, it's way warmer in St. Petersburg than in Ufa, because even though St. Petersburg more north than Ufa, to St. Petersburg there comes some of the warm Gulf Stream from Europe through the Baltics, through the Baltic Sea. Not that much, but it comes, and mostly in St. Petersburg it's -1, +1 degrees Celsius most of the winter. And for example, now in St. Petersburg today it's warmer than here in Nizhny Novgorod. By the way, if talk about Nizhny Novgorod and the distance between Nizhny Novgorod and St. Petersburg, it's about like 1,000 kilometers, 1,010 kilometers. And what's interesting is that Nizhny Novgorod, exactly in the middle between St. Petersburg, where I live now, and Ufa, where I used to live, where I was born and raised. Look how they are masking the conditioners, air conditioners. Yeah, this way it looks a little bit more aesthetic than it would be just opened air conditioners located on the walls of the buildings. Here is the question if I have been to Rostov-on-Don. Yes, I've been there. Hello, Debbie Cottage. Checking my map. Where I am the hell at all. David's, hello David's. David's Missouri. Little by little, again I'm walking in direction of Kremlin, Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin. So you guys continue joining. Historic buildings, but with a new plastic windows. Shashlik, shawarma, shashlik barbecue, shawarma. It's like doner, burgers. Amazing Nizhny Novgorod. And totally wonderful Russia. Today we are exactly where, according to so many foreigners, we are in the place where here has to be just a garbage dump. Yeah, that's fun. Let me explain you once again that recently I had a big breakthrough. The superhit live stream from Moscow, where I've got 1,200,000 views and so many new comments, where lots of foreigners said that it's only Moscow and St. Petersburg are good in Russia. If you will go 50, 100 kilometers from Moscow, there is nothing but trash. Gosh. By the way, 50 kilometers from Moscow, that's the Moscow countryside with probably not probably, with the most expensive suburban estate. They don't know even that. Even that. Gosh. 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 We're now 400 kilometers east from Moscow. No, I don't have Twitter accounts. In fact, I only do YouTube, and also I have yet Telegram. Completely awesome Nizhny Novgorod. I started with Большая Покровская streets, and now intentionally taking you to some of the side streets before we will go to Kremlin. So then those delusionals do not tell me that I was walking only like the central streets. You see? You see? You see this? You see? Now going to Kremlin. Meanwhile, already 1,700 people online. Continue joining. Just show the truth, then you don't need to talk about the lies. Yes, that's what I do. On my channel, the live streams from already more than 110 cities and towns of Russia. Gosh. Gosh. That's why my channel is absolutely the best Russian English language channel. The channel with already the most unprecedented coverage of the country. Whoa. Okay, now gotta go to Kremlin. Benjamin Upstack, we all know you're in a movie studio with green screen. Well, I'm not, as one delusional said, I'm not in the studio, but here all the people are paid. It's like rent a crowd people. You see this? We are in 400 kilometers from Moscow. 4. Oh, this is a really rarity these days. Gosh, when you can see the phone booth. Now it's like everybody has the mobile phones, and they started removing the phone booth already like about 7 years ago. We are going to Kremlin. If you just joined, let me tell you that even though you came not in the beginning, you came in the right time. When I'm going to Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin. From Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin, we will go to the largest stairway in Russia, then to embankment of Volga River, and then to Rождественская streets. Local bar streets. Hi, Lynn Markwick. Gosh, the Dmitry town, the Dmitry Tower of Novgorod Kremlin, founded in 1515, so already more than 500 years old. Kremlin. "24 seconds, okay. Hello, Albina Baklikova. My wife is here. Look, I told you that in terms of the cultural life, everything is great in Nizhny Novgorod. So, soon here we'll perform the Virtuoses of Moscow, conducted by Vladimir Spivakov. Then here will come Sergei Roldugin and many more. Sergei Roldugin is one of the most significant cellists. The youth theater, the schedule of youth theater. So yes, Nizhny Novgorod is one of the most significant economical, industrial, cultural, transportation centers of Russia. The Dmitry Tower. Johnny Daly, thank you for the first super chat today. Love the snow and lights and trees. Beautiful city. Thank you big time. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for supporting my channel. You support my channel and I do all these great trips for you. Thank you so much. Never forget to support my channel. Join membership. Joining membership, you actually supporting the content. Hello, Ralph Palmgren. The university. The entrance to Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin absolutely free. By the way, this is the beginning of Bolshaya Pokrovskaya. Everybody can get inside Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin for free, I think until 11 o'clock. Hi, Andy Smith. All right, we are on the territory of Novgorod Kremlin, Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin. Kremlin, it's a fortress. You remember, every Kremlin is a fortress, but not every fortress is a Kremlin. Kremlin is a specific kind of fortresses with a specific old Russian architecture. Here is now a part of Kremlin dedicated to World War II. World War II, where the Soviet Union lost 27 million people, but defeated the Nazism. This is Spasskaya Tower, the clock tower on the territory of Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin. You know, this clock tower, same as in Moscow Kremlin, called Spasskaya. T-34 tank, the legendary tank. It's the tank which has changed the movements of World War II because it was lightweight, but in the same time pretty powerful, easy to repair, easy to drive, and turned to be the nightmare for the enemy. The mosaics, yes, the price of 27 million lives the Soviet Union paid for the victory in World War II. The helicopter. The famous Katyusha. Hi Donna Martin. Already your channel has been eye-opening. Yes, my channel is an eye-opening. Here on the territory of Kremlin now, well, initially it's actually where the town was. People lived here. Now this is the governmental area. Here is the office of Nizhny Novgorod's region and Nizhny Novgorod's city administrations. And also here on the territory of Kremlin located the Philharmonic. Philharmonic named after Mstislav Rostropovich, one of the most significant musicians in the contemporary history of Russia. The conductor and the cello player. The Office of Lawmakers. Stacy O'Shields, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Stacy, thanks so much. Everybody. Archangel Michael Church. The building of the City Duma. The Duma of Novgorod region and the city of Novgorod. Archangel Michael Church. And this is St. Peter and Fevronia. They are the saint patrons of the families. I told you their story when I went to Murom. They are from Murom. Murom is relatively not far from here. I was taking you to Murov. I was taking you to Murom in September when they are opened the newest M12 highway. Ho ho! Absolutely unbelievable highway. Barry Brin, hello Barry, and thank you for the super chat. Прекраснейший, прекраснейший Нижний Новгород. Что там? Ефим Гендлер, hi. High Bridge and Tunnel Scooter Club. So here, the entrance to Philharmonic Hall. The Philharmonic Hall. Andy Smith, yes, Novgorod so clean. Actually, I was in 110 cities of Russia. And let me tell you that, of course, not every town is as fancy as Moscow, but every town is clean. Come on, go to all those videos and you will see. And here is another memorial dedicated to the soldiers, Soviet soldiers of World War II, and the eternal flame. It's literally eternal flame dedicated to the heroes of World War II, the Soviet heroes. Dana, Great Russia is a nation with great soul and spirits. Much love. Dana, thank you for love. Everybody, thank you for love. This is another big reason why my channel is great, because my community is awesome. And now, ladies and gentlemen, finally, I will show you probably the most significant place in Nizhny Novgorod. Now you will see. Now you will see. Where Nizhny Novgorod was founded, right on the confluence of Volga River, which is one of the largest rivers in Russia, 3,800 kilometers long, and Oka River, So this part of Kremlin located on the upper embankment of Volga River. And do you remember how absolutely amazing here in the summertime? And here, when we were coming in the summertime, we were an eyewitness of why, unofficially, Nizhny Novgorod known as the capital of the sunsets, because the geographical position of this upper embankment so that in the summertime the sunset happens right here, and somehow, just naturally, it is so that sunsets here not only right in front of you, but they are just by itself very, very beautiful. And in the summertime, you remember how like people are coming here, like hundreds of people are coming here, and in the summertime they have here the seats and people are just sitting and watching it like they would watch the movie. Gosh. So here it is, Oka River, and this is Volga River. Volga Mother, one of the largest rivers, one of the widest rivers. However, begins with just a little creek in Tver region. Gosh. And here we can see the walls of Kremlin, and there Alexander Nevsky Church. You see Alexander Nevsky commemorated everywhere, and this is Nizhny Novgorod Stadium. Yes, Nizhny Novgorod was one of the city's hosts of World Cup 2018. I'm talking about the soccer cup. It was in so many different cities of Russia, and Nizhny Novgorod was one of them. You see that? You see? Hey. Yes, I'm really looking forward for the summer days to come here again during those amazing, unbelievable sunsets. And you remember there's the lower embankment. You go there, so many people, so many fun, and that's amazing fountain, music and light fountain. And of course, Rождественская streets that goes there parallel to lower embankments. We now will go there, where people are having a great time. The bar street. Gosh. Hello, Sultan 97 400. Gosh. Can you see this? Gosh. You see, there's a lot of lights. I think these are the greenhouses. Yeah, and greenhouses are giving such a huge light. We now will go to lower embankment from here, from upper embankments. And you know what? We will go there down by the largest stairway in Russia, Chkalov stairway, named after Valery Chkalov. He made the very first non-stop flight from Russia, from Moscow to Vancouver, Washington State. Non-stop flight. Gosh. The stela, also dedicated to the heroes of World War II and dedicated to the military valor. The labor valor. Shelly Vasquez, hello. Yeah, that's the city Duma, local Nizhny Novgorod region Duma. You see such a functionalist late Soviet Union building. Such a very strict, so official. And this is Spasskaya Tower. Meanwhile, the time is 6:30. Hello, Scott Macpherson, Mikhail Kalashnikov, and what Mikhail Kalashnikov? I was taking you to Izhevsk in the Udmurt Republic, where Mikhail Kalashnikov was born. Mikhail Kalashnikov, the creator of AK-47, and I was taking you to his museum. When I was here 2 months ago, I was taking here for like a pre-New Year's time. We were lucky to come here in a moment when here was, how to say, the bell ringing, or this is 30 minutes time. You see the time, 6:30. So now I'm gonna exit the Kremlin and we go to Chkalov staircase. That staircase was built in 1949 and dedicated to the victory of the Soviet army in the Battle of Stalingrad, which is now called Volgograd. I was taking you there on the 2nd of February, in the day of 81st anniversary of the day of the end of the Battle of Stalingrad. Check it out. Amazing live streams, both in the morning and in the evening. I was taking you to all those memorial places, the embankments of Volga River, also Volga, by the way, yes, Volgograd also on Volga River, Central Stairway, Lenin Avenue, Lenin Square, Gergard Mill, Pavlov House, the Museum of the Battle of Stalingrad, and of course, the memorial to the heroes of the Battle of Stalingrad with the Mother Russia monument, the largest monument in Russia. Gosh. Ali Wok, Salam Alaikum. Okay, so Bolshaya Pokrovskaya, Kremlin, and we keep moving. The walls of Kremlin. Let me tell you that for more than 500 years, This Kremlin was never captured. Never. I mean, never. The university, the state university. Joseph Tugas, thanks for showing the truth. Yeah, I always showing the truth. Just the concept of my live streams itself, that I just film in a real time with no cuts, no edits, everything as it is. And I go everywhere. Hello, caveman. Andy Smith, wow, wow, yes. Gosh, gosh, gosh. Hello, Sun Lounger. Hello, Emir Ibno. The university called Mininsky, so named after Kuzma Minin, one of those two guys who 400 years ago in 1612 united all the people together and moved 400 kilometers west to Moscow to de-occupy the Moscow Kremlin from Polish and Lithuanian invaders. And during that time, hey you, and during the time, high drama free. How long is the winter season in Moscow? Look, this is not Moscow. This is Nizhny Novgorod. Gosh, you still never even realized that this is not Moscow? Yeah, I understand that many foreigners, I already know that many foreigners are thinking that if here is something nice in Russia, it can be only Moscow or St. Petersburg. But I debunked that stereotype already a long time ago. Hello, John Darwin. This is the monument to Valery Chkalov. As I told you, he made the first non-stop flight from Moscow through the North Pole to the United States. He landed in Vancouver of Washington State. Some street art. I think Kremlin makes people think it's Moscow. Yeah, but we actually have like 14 Kremlins all over Russia. Main city of Rus? No, because this is Nizhny Novgorod. The main city in old Rus, old Russia, was Veliki Novgorod. Yes, it also can be confusing, but I was telling you about it in the beginning of the live stream. Okay, dudes, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Look, Volga River, Kremlin, Novgorod Kremlin. There is lower embankment of Volga River, and this is the largest staircase in Russia. 560 steps. It is built praising the victory in the Battle of Stalingrad, the bloodiest battle in all the history of the humanity. I told you pretty much about that on the 2nd of February when I was in Volgograd. More than 2.5 million people died from both sides. Armenia 80 still somewhere in delusions. We already said this is not Moscow, and we already said this is not Moscow Kremlin. So how Putin can be here? Gosh, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. Okay, I said it my way down the Chkalov stairway, which is connecting upper embankments of Volga River and lower embankments. Come on, man. Gosh. Yeah, you guys really check it out. You check out my live stream from the 2nd of February in Volgograd. The stairway is always taken care of. You see, no snow. Such an artwork. Hammer and sickle. The great symbols of good old Soviet Union. Good old Soviet Union. I was born in Soviet Union. In fact, I am a Soviet boy. The first 7 years of my life, I lived in still the Soviet Union. Вы посмотрите. Вы посмотрите. Вы это видели вообще? Вы это видели? Can you see this? Нет, вы посмотрите, для кого я приехал. You check it out. For who I came here. For you guys. For you to watch us. Посмотрите. Это Россия. Russia. quintessential of a history, culture, architecture, science, literature, arts, and music. Россия, Россия. Would Russians like to have the Soviet flag again? I don't think so, because that Soviet flag, anyway, it was like related not only Russia, but yes, all those republics which in 1991 got the independency. Okay, in order for people like to want the Soviet flag, I think it would need to rejoin the whole Soviet Union. Okay, I think it's like sooner people will want to return the flag of Russian Empire. It's like yellow, black, and white than the Soviet flag. Because, I mean, Soviet Union, it's Soviet Union. It's Russia and 15 republics. Wow, that's the challenge. By the way, I still never ever yet in my life I was going up the stairway, always going down. Never yet was going up. Never. But looks like it's not easy. The microphone, yes, microphone. Recently, many people complained because of the wind, so I've got the radio system with a wind shield. Another fretwork. Hello, Neil MacDonald. Hi, Neil MacDonald. Here it is. The rest of Chkalov stairway. Hello, Just Mary. So you can travel via Volga to Iran too. Look, Volga gets to Caspian Sea. So technically you can. Here I've got the message that I have only 20% of charge left. It's time for me to connect the power bank. And by the way, now I have to turn off my external microphone in order to connect the power bank. Okay, I turned off the microphone. Well, actually, it's more than enough to have just internal microphone of the iPhone, but it's no good when it's windy. But today it's not windy. I can have and microphone and external microphone connected and to charge the phone, but I need just a Type-C cable for that. Are there gangs in Russia who are doing the tagging, also known as graffiti? No. Even though you sometimes can find the graffiti, it's not the gangs. It just I don't know, just some stupids who has nothing more to do. Total idiots. Hello, Chet Dubner. Okay, I finally got my charge work, and we may keep going. It's really warm today, even though it's like -6, -7 degrees Celsius, but when no wind, it feels more like 0. And let me tell you that in Russia, for Russians, it's considered as just okay. I mean, if you dressed well, if you dressed appropriately, not a big deal. This is a little tugboat which is called Hero. Yes, it's a little hero. Yeah, Neil McDonald, hello chuvak. Hi Neil McDonald, chuvak, dude, chuvak. You know, chuvak in Russian, it's Russian for dude, chuvak, chuvak. Hello Caterpillar, hello Brendan. What is the orange glow? Look, there is the greenhouses. It's a really huge greenhouse. Yes, the thing is, the Hero tugboat Hero participated in the First and in the Second World Wars. Can you imagine that? So the embankment, really long and well lit embankments, even in the winter when not many people here, but in the summer here is a lot of people. Anonymous, thank you for the super chat through donation alerts. Thank you all for supporting my channel. Special thanks to all the members too. The cafe. Here you can get a cup of coffee, cup of tea, lemonade, If here at the table, then seems like some food as well. Some food! Some food! Gosh. Gosh. You see this? Volga River. Gosh. And look, this is how Chkalov staircase looks from downstairs. When is the best time to visit Russia? Well, of course in the summer, especially considering that you guys mostly so cold sensitive. I've noticed most of the foreigners are cold sensitive. There's yet another level of the embankments. Kremlin. Gosh. Hello, Robert Millard. Yeah, hi to sunny Florida from already dark and kinda cold Nizhny Novgorod. But spring is coming. Officially, it's only 7 days until the spring. Yeah, in Russia, officially the spring begins not on the 1st of March, but 1st of March. Yeah, but March, the whole March, still can be really cold and snowy. Especially not in the southern regions of Russia. Hello, Barb Filer. Say hi to Brian. Parallel to Nizhny Novgorod embankments, there goes Rождественская street, Nativity street. That's the bar street, where there's a big amount of different bars. That's where people are coming for some fun, for some drinking. The stadium again, the stadium and Alexander Nevsky Church. Dirty Dog, yes, they used salt on the sidewalks here for you not to sleep, but in fact it's not salt, but it looks like salt, so we call it salt, but it's just a special reagent for snow melting. Sergey, you are the best. Yes, I'm totally the best. let me remind you, this is the best Russian English language channel on YouTube. The best. You will not find better. Because look, I'm always in the field. I'm in the field. I'm traveling. I'm covering Russia. I am really in Russia. I show everything. I show everything. Non-stop. In the real time. No cuts, no edits. Anonymous, thanks for the super chats. Volga. Wow. Volga. And I'm the one who is not sitting at home. I'm always in the field. I'm always making streams from the streets. And I'm not the one who constantly whining about Russia. Because in my opinion, I have nothing to whine about. You understand that in Russia, here is not much things to whine about when you just stop supporting the so-called liberals. Peter the Great. This is our great emperor, Peter the Great, also known as Peter the First, the founder of St. Petersburg. But such a historic figures as Peter the Great and Alexander Nevsky, they are commemorated everywhere. Meanwhile, the time is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And again, a couple words about, is it safe? No matter where I go, people asking is it safe? Well, again, the examples of just two really young girls, maybe like 16, 15 years old, walking here alone, and it's no problem. Фантомас, расскажи BJ Bumblebee про суда на подводных крыльях, которые курсируют тут летом. Thank you so much. BJ Bumblebee, Fantomas, asking to tell you about the high-speed hydrofoils that are riding here in the summertime. They have the underwater wings. That's why they are fast. I don't know if you watched my videos in St. Petersburg in the summertime, but they have such a hydrofoils as well. Not sure how they are called here, but well, since Soviet times actually they are called meteors. High-speed hydrofoils with a underwater wings. And in St. Petersburg, those hydrofoils usually making the trips from the palace, Winter Palace, until the Peterhof Park, the countryside summer residence of Peter the Great. Yes, with all those fountains. Ольга Попова, расскажите, что это слияние двух рек Оки и Волги. Это чрезвычайно наивно думать, что я вот уже 2 часа здесь гуляю и ни разу об этом не сказал. Это одно из первых, что я сказал. Olga Popova here in Russian language telling me that I have to tell you that it is located on the confluence of Volga River and Oka River. And actually I said it's ridiculous to think that for more than 2 hours of this live stream I still never said that. Well, I said that already because it's one of the most significant things to know about Novgorod, Nizhny Novgorod, that it is founded in 1221 on the confluence of 2 really significant rivers in Russia, Oka, and what's more important, Volga. Flying high aerial, hello. Sergey, will you find some snowmobiles for me to see? Look, we have a lot of snowmobiles, but not in the city. It's actually, I think, kinda maybe even prohibited, but maybe just like you see in the city, in the cities, they are cleaning the roads all the time. Usually they ride snowmobiles in the countrysides, in the outskirts somewhere, in the woods where a lot of snow, nobody cleaning that out. But in the city you actually will not find a snowmobile. But of course, if only I will be somewhere where they ride snowmobiles, I will show you. Eldar Akhmedshin from Kazan saying that in Kazan started the ceremony of opening of the Games of the Future. The Channel 1 making the broadcast, now they perform Putin. Yes, Kazan. Actually not that far from here, Kazan. And now here is a very like a high speeds roads, the highway M12, non-stop highway from Nizhny Novgorod to Kazan. So Nizhny Novgorod, another town where if only Tucker Carlson would come, he would get another cultural shock. Gosh. Are you enjoying? This is Baklikov Live. This is Nizhny Novgorod. This is Russia. Gosh. This is a bicycle lane. Gosh, you handsome man. Yes, I'm totally handsome. Carlos, Nizhny Novgorod is a very safe city as long as you don't mess with Sergey. Yeah, you really don't mess with me, or you gotta get troubles. Okay, I'm not gonna run, only 8 seconds left. Meanwhile, let me to show you the traffic, because funny thing, I already told you today, but it was funny how on my Moscow stream recently many commenters were asking, where are the cars? Where are the cars? There is no cars. Yes, there's no cars on in the Red Square, in the Zaryadye Park, in the Nikolskaya, Kamergersky Lane and Arbat pedestrian streets, on the alley of Tverskoy and Nikitsky Boulevards. Same here. There is no streets on Bolshaya, Pokrovskaya pedestrian streets. There is no cars in Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin. There is no cars on the embankment of Volga River. The cars are on the roads. This is the roads. Kuchinland home. Hello, Cheddar Man. Okay, let's turn to the bar streets, Rождественская. Stop. Alibi bar. Alibi? Gosh. It looks like you will need alibi after going to this alibi bar. Gosh. From 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day. Parliament bar. Parliament. О, Volga шаурма. Damn, everywhere those guys listening to the loud music in their cars. Whoa, bars from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah. It's like, who the hell needs the bar before 6? Tom's coffee shop. And this is the monument to Kuzma Minin and Dmitry Pozharsky. Two Nizhny Novgorod guys who united the people here together in order to go and to kick off the asses of Polish and Lithuanian occupants who occupied the Moscow Kremlin back then. One of the saviors of Russia, the saviors of Moscow in the history of Russia. And that's why we've got the Unity Day. It's dedicated to that day when Minin and Pozharsky united all the people together, no matter to their ranks, positions. Oh, gosh. No matter what. Okay, Rождественская street. It's named after Rождественский Cathedral, Nativity Cathedral. Rождественский means nativity. Fantomas, the main task of the American and British governments is to prevent the union of Europe, Germany and France with Russia. They understand that it will be fatal for them. Think peace. Thank you so much for another super chat. Gosh. As always, nice fur coats. Yeah, look, wonderful Nizhny Novgorod. Now hello to everybody who recently used to say that here is nothing in Russia besides Moscow and St. Petersburg. I mean, how it is possible to be that delusional that not to know at least Nizhny Novgorod, Sochi, Kazan, at least Sochi. Man, you may even not know Nizhny Novgorod, but Sochi, where 2014 there was the Winter Olympics, and in 2018 there also was the Games of World Cup 2018. Gosh. Or Kazan, where all the time there's international level events like, let's say, Universiade. Gosh. How not to know Vladivostok as the easternmost point. Gosh, how not to know Novosibirsk as the capital of Siberia. Hello, Mike Tusa. So also here we can find a lot of such a Russian Empire days architecture, because you see, Nizhny Novgorod was a very rich city back in those days. Well, and now, and people were settling down here because on the other bank of Volga there's yet that fair. One of the largest fairs in Russia was here in Nizhny Novgorod. So you see bars. This is Crimean Wines Boutique. Crimea. The Russian wines from Crimea. But mostly here the bars. Spar supermarket. You see supermarket full of stuff. Dances. Let's make dances. It's written here. Karaoke. This is interesting game of words. Тихо идут съемки, where it means quiet. Here goes. You know, съемки sounds like filming, but in this case, it also sounds like pickups going. Mr. Nobody private bar. Well, you know what they mean? Private bar. Private bar. Sometimes they call it men's bar. Sometimes they call it adult bar. You might already notice that a huge amount of churches here in Nizhny Novgorod, being like truly old Russian town. Let me remind you, this year it will celebrate already 803 years. And this is more like a old school Russian cuisine restaurant. This is it. You see samovar. Pyatkin. That's how it's called. Pyatkin. Such a noble old Russian design. Dim, smoke. So this is a hookah club. I hate hookah clubs. What's this? Something governmental. Okay, the central boards, central bank in Volga region. The central bank. Yes, Albina, today it's not yet that much people because it's only Wednesday. But now anyway, people are mostly sitting in the bars. Культурный рестобар. Literally a cultural restabar. Cultural. You see? Because culture is very important for Russia. Russia, it's a quintessential. You remember I told you it's a quintessential of a history, culture, architecture, literature, arts and music. Oh, and this is Горьковская пивоварня. Gorky Brewery. And I really love Горьковская пивоварня. I love their stouts. You remember I was taking you to this bar. They are making beer right here and selling it here. And they, by the way, sell it in St. Petersburg. But of course, nothing better than to drink it right where they brew it. Gosh. Khachapuri place, Georgian cuisine. Sometimes the promo for the bars looks like this. You see there is the laser which is projecting the advertisement on the sidewalk. Another Khachapuri wine place, incognito karaoke bar. She's got a family community bar. Okay, and this is the river port. Volga, being a really long river, of course, provides the boat tours. Such a 1 week, 2 week tours all along Volga with the stops in the cities on Volga, like Kazan, Cheboksary, Volgograd, Saratov. And this is the river ports, the Volga Boat Company. The monument to the sailors. Or should I say the Marians? And that's the office of Volga Boat Company. Yeah, one of nice examples of that pre-revolutionary Russian Empire ginger architecture. But we are coming back to Rождественская Street. You are too naive if you're thinking the street is over. More bars. I told you that Rождественская Street is named after Rождественский Cathedral, Nativity Cathedral, and it's there. Very colorful, really reminds St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow or Church of the Savior and Spilled Blood in St. Petersburg. Harris pub, Irish pub. I was taking you here, you remember? Volga Hotel. This is the hotel. Tobacco and beer 24/7. Just such a little store. You see, very little store. Just tobacco and beer. Another tobacco 24/7. Tobacco, hookah, electronic cigarettes, vapes. Another bar. Охота, hunting, or hunting. By the way, in the center of Nizhny Novgorod, here is paid parking, but from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. it's free, just like in St. Petersburg. In St. Petersburg, the parkings from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. they are free. Вот, Nativity Cathedral. Check it out. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see this? Really colorful, and that's why reminds St. Basil's Cathedral and Church of the Savior and Spilled Blood in St. Petersburg. The whole street's named after this cathedral. Look, Rождественская Street. It's really awesome here in the summertime. Everybody come to Nizhny Novgorod in the summertime, hang out here, make a bar hopping. It's another great place for bar hopping, where you can really like go from bar to bar, like taking a pint or a shot in every next bar. Restaurant Jamel Restaurant. Or flowers 24/7. Yes, flowers everywhere in Russia. You already know that. And they are working 24/7. You see, 24/7, круглосуточная. Discount Center of Roses. The days of wine and roses. And this is Уголек restaurants, the charcoal restaurants. Уголек — it's a little charcoal. В общем, ресторан для угольковых. Discotheques every Friday and Saturday, DJ Nemov. Bookings 7908-160-7744. Уголек для угольковых. Вот. But today, no dances today, because today it's only Wednesday. You see, this is the stage for go-go dancers and maybe the bands. I see only 2 ladies there so far. Family restaurants. Meanwhile, it's came the time for me again to connect my power bank. How often do Russian men buy flowers for their women? Very often, very often. That's why the flowers are everywhere in Russia. You remember, no matter where we go, no matter how small the town, there is the flowers. There is the flowers everywhere. I already told you before many times that here in Russia, if you do not gift the flowers to your women often, then you are eventually gonna get in trouble. Eventually. Чихана. Так, это что у нас? Roberto. Italian restaurant. Yes. Sounds Italian. Gosh. In the summertime here they have the courtyard. But now it's not working. It's not working. Now nobody wanna sit. Nobody wanna sitting in the street. Kraken bar. The days of wine and roses. Megapolis Hotel. By the way, I still don't know in which hotel I will stay today. Наталья Зубкова. Добрый вечер. Я думаю, что это не генетическая память, а то, что здесь очень много похожего на другие исторические города. Hi, Dirk Benheim. Vin cult. Wine culture. Cafe 38. The days of wine and roses. Yes, the bar. Wine culture. You go there downstairs into the basements. Do you book your hotel in app or at the hotel? Of course in the app. In the app. You think I first will go to the hotel and asking them if they have the rooms on the lobby? No. I use the application called Travel Yandex Travel, and it's nice to see it from there. And yes, I received 20% charge back with Yandex points, and Yandex points are very makes sense for me, because all the time I use Yandex Taxi when, for example, when I'm making my road trips, not by car. So I use the taxi, and I'm spending all those points, Yandex points. For example, if the hotel is like 40 bucks or 50 bucks, so I received like 10 bucks back. And in fact, I have like this is what usually covers the taxi ride from airport to the hotel. And there's yet, by the way, was a huge park, really nice park, very well lit up park, right on the mountain. It's called the 800 Years of Nizhny Novgorod Park. But it's better to go there in the summertime. Those who are watching my channel already for quite some time, they remember me going there in the summertime. You see, you guys who just joined my channel, in fact, this is the craft beer bar Пятница, Friday. Look, in fact, those who are joined my channel right just now, just recently, after the triumph of my live stream in Moscow, where I've got 1,200,000 views. After that triumph, now many new people just joined my channel and just started finding out about Russia. And that's what is great about it. What is great about joining my channel now, that while my older subscribers already more or less knows Russia, you just start finding out about it, and all the great places here, and all the great vibes, all the great ambience and atmosphere, all the great pace. Gosh. Gosh, there is the bridge over Oka River. And here is some social realism artworks. On this huge solid wall. D-Mac, YouTube, unsubscribe you from my channel. Gosh, this is what now I receive all the time. I receive such messages all the time now. Gosh. Welcome all new members. I have been a member already for 2 years on this channel, Baklikov Life. Yes, Ralph Palmgren, already the member of my channel for 2 years. But it's better late than never, so you can start joining already now. Yes, join membership of my channel. because joining membership, you are supporting a new content from all over Russia. That's how I've made it to already 110 towns of the country. Tunui Tahitian Fire. Greetings from San Diego, California. Gosh. Tunui, thank you so much. Jim Beam, is YouTube allowed in Russia? Gosh, you see it is not allowed. You see it is not allowed. If you now see me. Gosh, man. Any plans for the spring? Of course, man. Plans, and for the rest of the winter, and for the spring, and for the summer, and for the autumn. Of course, man. Scott Silly, keep smiling, keep on tracking. Thank you, big time. Gosh. Hi, George. You look like you need a toilet. No yet. I was not drinking today yet. Вкусная точка. McDonald's. О, рюмочная. The shot place. Look, here actually from this side, here is the bars too. The bars along the road. So you see, this place is all about the bars. Because in the summertime here is thousands of people are coming, especially on the weekends. Locals and tourists. Whoa. They are coming here and they all have a great time on the embankment. Here on Rождественская Street. Bar shop. Bar and shop. Literally. Okay, there is also like the courtyard. Also some bars there. See this? Iskry, Sparkles. Sparkles bar. Old school bus. Is electricity Man, where and when in Russia you saw expensive electricity? No. It's cheap. It's cheap. Cheap. Roberts, I believe about $5 for Big Mac meal. Yes, Big Mac meal now called Big Hit. Yeah, this is fun renaming. McDonald's starts to be called Вкусно и точка. Tasty. Period. Big Mac started to be called Big Hit. Big Tasty started to be called Big Special. It seems to me here needs to click the bottom. No? It's too long. No. You need to go. Yeah, today I ate I had to eat Big Hit meal. Big Mac meal. There's Big Mac, French fries, cheddar sauce, and latte. Yeah, I prefer latte. I prefer something hot. I never buy that cola. I noticed that when you drink Big Mac stuff, I mean all this McDonald's stuff with cola, then you really want to go to poop really fast. Also, it's, I think, not healthy, because it's especially not healthy. Well, the whole Mac meal initially unhealthy, but if then these greasy foods you yet like cover with a cold cola, then this is really no good, because you're like mixing all that grease with a cold cola. So it's better just to drink a hot latte. And usually if I eat fast food, McDonald's, Burger King, it's only on my road trips. For example, today my airplane landed at 3:30. Then about 1 hour taking my taxi ride from airport to the center of Nizhny Novgorod, from where I have started the stream. And I had literally 30 minutes, even less, like 25 minutes, because I yet was need the time, like to take a walk from McDonald's to the place where I have started. And so there's no chance for me. There wasn't any chance for me to go to a normal restaurant where I had to wait for like about 30-40 minutes, a normal food, okay, just to wait for it, and then yet time for eating. So that's it. And not to eat at all, it's also like not the option, because, well, I need to eat, especially considering how much of energy I am spending for my live streams, where I'm walking. I'm not sitting at home in my living room, you know, like pushing you different bullshit about how bad Russia is. No way, not my thing. Hello, Michael Fleek. Okay, so look, this is the area where in the summertime they have all the stables with umbrellas. This is Express. Yes, this is like drive-through, but it's like walk-through. You may not go inside if you just want to buy something and to go like for takeaway, you can just buy it through the express window. Just like in drive-through, but without the car. And again, here we came to the embankment of Volga River. Alexander Nevsky Church and Nizhny Novgorod Stadium, a part of the games of World Cup 2018 were there. And Alexander Nevsky, you see, he is commemorated, he is respected everywhere. Alexander Nevsky, born in 1221. 1221, gosh, look. I just now noticed that Alexander Nevsky was born in the same year when was founded Nizhny Novgorod. Whoa. Alexander Nevsky, the Prince of Novgorod, Prince of Russia. Alexander Nevsky, Saint Alexander Nevsky. 3 times he was saving Russia. 2 of those cases, that's the battle on Neva River against Swedes and the battle on Chudskoye Lake against the Germans. Gosh. Ice battle on Neva River and the battle on Chudskoye Lake. Gosh. You see, I told you, there, yet the whole park upstairs. Amazing park. What is your favorite periods of Russian history? Look, all periods are interesting to me. There is no favorite periods. History is a history. On each stage it's important, especially at least if we talk about Russia. Because Russia had so much of the shakes of the history in the history. So much of events. Not easy. History, pretty much complicated. There is somewhere helicopter. Вот он. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll stop here. James Borges, hello, and thank you for the super chat. My Russian brother shows real Russia. Peace. Yes, real Russia. I actually have my second channel, which was my first channel. Now that channel turned to be just an archive. I mean, I just stopped making the videos there because I started making the live streams. That's why I did the rebranding. When I was making my real Russia channel since 2012, those were just the vlogs. But then I started making the live streams, mostly the live streams, and that's why I rebranded that. And I started this Baklikov live channel, which is soon will be already 3 years. Lady M, if you forget history, you're in trouble. Yes, look, if you don't know the history, you don't understand the present. If you don't understand the present from the historic perspective, you have no future, and it's really so. I mean, now I'm looking at the dudes who don't know the history and don't really understand what happens now, because they are looking at everything just from the points of like maximum maybe like 30 years, okay? Gosh. But that's actually ridiculous. Like looking at the important political and historical things, like what happens nowadays, through the perspective of only the last like 10-20 years or 30 years. So that's why in the interview to Carlson, President Putin started with the history, like from the very beginning. Yeah, in fact, what he was saying is like basics of the history that we learn at school. But once people all over the world, they are not studying the history of Russia, so he had to make that little excursus. Love Russia, sending love from Canada, please. Ignore the idiots who spread hatred towards Russia. We have big problem. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look, actually, I never, it's like never make me out of track. It just mostly like I'm just like kind of laughing on that. So you don't think that I'm complaining or something? It's just fun. Hi to Canada. The river cruise boats. Benign. God bless everybody. Yes. What's the temperature? The temperature, I think, still like -6, -7 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I know. Many people like what when I say it's relatively not cold. But yes, relatively it's not that cold. You see, I still have no gloves on my hands, even no wind. Okay, I think that's where I will stop. Sergei Baklikov live from Nizhny Novgorod, Central Russia, Volga Federal District, with love and peace. Thank you all for watching today. Our almost 3 hours live stream getting over. I hope you all enjoyed. Never forget to comment, like, subscribe, share. I gotta go. In the end, traditional panorama. Silvana Horia, Stacy O'Shields, Caveman, Alexander A, Swelling Sausage, Gunpowder Rom, Donna, Carlos, Gary Duarte, Barb Filer, Lady M, Loic Cleven, Richard Beres, Ralph Palmgren. Thank you all for watching. Just Mary, Artyom Prudnikov, Fred L, Jason Rosenberg, Precious Bella, Cassiopeia, Ben Schilling 69, Baton Нарезной, George Berdes, Mr. Yamox, Go Configuration, Yukis D, Капитан Батя, Pablo Popova, Z-Top 57 SM3, peace and mercy all. Yes, peace and mercy for all. From St. Petersburg. From Nizhny Novgorod. Yes, I got used to say from St. Petersburg because I'm from St. Petersburg. Okay, from Nizhny Novgorod, from the confluence of Oka and Volga River. Right here, you see the confluence, with love and peace.